When Walt Disney sat on a park bench watching his daughters ride a merry-go-round, he dreamed of a future place where families could laugh, imagine, and dream together. It became the spark that eventually led to Walt Disney World Resort and Disney parks worldwide. Walt Disney looked at the present and the future and envisioned ways to immerse us all in the creativity and imagination of Disney storytelling. If you're watching this video, you're probably a Disney fan too, and we all have our personal stories. I remember being a 9-year-old watching Walt Disney downstairs in our basement. It was the movie Bambi. It still is one of my favorite Disney films. It was that scene in particular when Bambi met Thumper. Yeah, that's when I became a Disney fan. Well, I'm 60 years old now, and I still feel like that 9-year-old kid when I walk into the Magic Kingdom. Like I said, we all have our stories, but I'm making this video today because I wanted to share a touching story with you. A cast member at Walt Disney's Vero Beach Resort in Florida. Sandy and I sat down at the booth to order breakfast. It was slow that morning, so we had time to have a little chat. We talked about all things Disney, of course, but then she told us the story about how her husband became a Disney fan. I think we all had a tear in our eye as she told the story. But it's a testament to the strong visceral feelings we have when we walk into Disney World. You really do have to be a Walt Disney fan to understand. And we'd really like to hear your story as well. As I mentioned before, this is Lisa's story about her husband and the effect that the Magic Kingdom had on him for the first time. You work here. Are you Disney Vacation Club members as well?
Yeah, we've been Disney Vacation Club members and pass holders long before we even moved to Florida.
Oh, good for you.
So thoroughly all in.
What was it that made your husband, you mentioned he was a big Disney fan.
In 2001 was our very first trip. It was a month after 9/11. My dad was retiring from United Airlines, so he paid for the entire family to go to Disney World because we didn't have a lot of money. There's no way we would have been able to have enough money to go. My husband kind of grew up on the poor side, so he walked out onto the Magic Kingdom, saw the parade, and started crying.
Really?
He was all in from that moment on.
Wow.
He was totally immersed.
That was
and
so
to
cool.
this day, we quit smoking so we could afford more Disney. We quit. I mean, our lives revolved around it.
Wow.
So, you know, it's no wonder that 2 out of 4 family members have worked for Disney. So, and my daughter's like, you can't quit. We have to continually, you know. You gotta have it, you know. So,
but it's in your blood, so that's what makes it easier for you. Instead of saying, "Oh, I gotta go to work,"
people,
you're like,
we have to fight people all the time. My brother's like, why? One time he was on Facebook going, "I'm listening to Spectrum Magic," and I'm like, "So am I," and I'm not there. Because I love Spectrum Magic, I love all that kind of stuff, and it's easy. And people are like, "Why do you continue to go?" And I'm like, "Because it's always different." Plus,
we say that all the time.
People ask us all the time, "Why do you go so much?" Because it's different. Every time we go,
we take
there's
thousands of pictures because we're like, that rock wasn't there before.
We do the same thing. This wasn't there last time. This wasn't here, you know. So you do notice, and that's the fun about it because you know they can change something that they're not taking away, but they just moved it to a different area, and you're like, that wasn't over there. That was over here last time.
Always working to enhance.
Always. So
always.
I love it.
London was there when we had the issue with the parade, and it was amazing. She got to be part of the whole process of figuring out what went right, what went wrong, what we can do in the future. I mean, she's like, you have no idea how much Disney does to keep you safe.
Well, that's what we talk about.
Behind the scenes, I'm a cast member. I can get so many times in for free for my family, but my whole family is still annual pass holders.
Right.
Because 16 times a year is not enough.
That's what I'm saying, because you want to go every night, you know, walk around every day. I mean, I would never find anything that would tell me, all right, I've had enough. I don't think I would ever say that because we look forward to it every year. We save for it every year. We have our countdown. I do a thing with a countdown. The minute we make the reservations, it goes right on the chalkboard, and I count down every time.
We
and
used
I draw
to have
different
countdown parties when we got to the double-digit dance in '99. We'd have a party up in Indiana, and the girls would be all happy and everything.
It just makes it so much more.
But I tell you what, this is whatever you want, though. Find out what you like, and do that as much as possible. That's the key to life. So if you want to go to the national park, go ahead, but let me have my business.
Yeah, right. I love Lisa's story, and I agree with her. Just let me have my Disney. Walt Disney said, "I don't want the public to see the world they live in while they're in the park. I want to feel they're in another world." Well, he achieved that for sure. Pretty soon we'll be making our next reservation and looking forward to our double-digit dance.
So, did you like your surprise?
Like it? Oh, Mickey, I loved it!